Yes, I remembered to press record. Also, thanks to Natalie. Hello, everybody. Welcome to day 3. Oh my goodness, it's day 3 of the Unshakable Confident Entrepreneur, where we are removing your self-doubts and imposter syndrome once and for all, so that you can present your offer with so much confidence that you turn your audience into hell yes paying clients. Super excited to be here. I feel like time has been flying. It's already day 3. It's already our last and final call, at least in this round. And I'm also super proud at the same time for everyone who took the time, who showed up. Also proud of myself, because this is the first time I'm doing this in this kind of manner. So that is actually super exciting. So who is here with me today? Let me know in the chat if you liked the challenge or the free training so far. And if there's something specifically you really liked, let me know in the chat, please. And while you're doing this, I'm going to share my screen so we have everything set up. I'm going to put this over here. Let me know, did you like this event so far? Let me know in the chat, please. Hopefully. If not, then it's fine. You can tell me too. You're like, this is a waste of time. Yes, okay, I'm excited. And if there's something you specifically liked, I would also love to hear. And of course, also welcome everyone who is watching the replay. I really appreciate you are taking the time being here, being ready to remove the self-doubts and create that unshakable confidence. Let me know in the comments if you liked the event so far and what was it that you've liked the most. I would love to know that. Let's get started right away. Okay. You still have the opportunity to win a 60-minute private session with me. In the private 60-minute session, I am leading you through a personalized, very specific to your needs hypnosis, where we're going to clear out the biggest fear or the biggest limiting belief you are facing right now, here, right now. So that you can create that unshakable confidence in yourself again, that you can believe in your skills again and show up consistently in your business. Start to talk about your start to talk confidently about your offer, and then talk about it in such a manner that you can attract dream clients. Okay, so if you want to win that 60-minute private session with me, pretty simple. Just go to my profile. Oh, there is Julie. More people are coming. That's exciting. Let's let her in. So you can just simply go to my Instagram profile and find this post. Hey, Julie, good to see you. Good that you are here. I'm glad you made it. Let us know when you can hear me in the chat. It's super exciting to have you. And yeah, so I was just in the middle of the process of explaining how you can still win a 60-minute private session. Yes, okay, beautiful, Julie can hear me. You came to the right time, because you can still win a private session with me. So as I said, you just go to my Instagram profile, just find the post here to the left, and like it, save it, follow my account, and then just simply share this post in your story and tag me so I know that you are participating in the raffle. And maybe also just write a short sentence what you've liked about the event so far. And you can post as many times as you want. Like each post, each tag basically gives you one voice in the raffle. So the more you share, the higher the chances of winning, basically. All right. Okay, so let me go further in my beautiful presentation. All right, so Let me summarize real quickly for you what we've learned so far in day 1 and day 2, and what I can promise you what is happening today. All right, so far we've learned in day 1 about the 4 ingredients you need to have in place in order to create that unshakable confidence that allows you to present your offer in a way that turns your clients into hell yes, that turns your audience into hell yes paying clients. You've also learned how you can increase your self-worth and how you can actually increase your receiving centers, which is very important when we want to increase our income. You've also learned how to erase any limiting beliefs that are blocking you right now from making more money. Excuse me. And in day 2, you've learned how to overcome any fears. That was yesterday. How you can actually sit fear in the back seat and put yourself back into the driver's seat so that you can escape the cycle of procrastination and perfectionism. Then you've also learned how fear is actually a good sign and how you can actually use it for your advantage as a sign. Oh yes, I'm going into the right direction. Yes. And if you have, like, if you're watching the replay, please, anytime, if there's something unclear, please let me know. Drop any questions you have in the comments, or also reach them out. Of course, everyone who is joining live, please feel free to always ask whatever is on your heart. Okay, beautiful. So now let me tell you what I can give to you today, because I know how busy we are. I know our day is usually packed with so many things. And so I really appreciate you taking the time to be here with me, to take the time to watch the replay, to take the time to be here. I'm super grateful for that. So, and the least what I can do is to at least give you the promise of what you're going to take home with you today. Okay. So today, I can definitely promise you that you will pick up the tools that would allow you to overcome self-doubts and how to go deep into your subconscious mind and to implement new empowering beliefs. Because, surprise, we're also going to do a hypnosis process today. I think I didn't mention that yesterday, but I decided let's do a process today too. You also are going to understand the #1 reason for your self-doubts. Where is it actually coming from? And you will create that unshakable confidence, like you will pick up the tools to create that unshakable confidence and to believe in your abilities again. And hopefully everyone who is here, I hope you guys can read my PowerPoint. I'm zoomed a little bit more in. Give it a thumbs up maybe in the chat if you can read it. That would be amazing. Okay. Okay, awesome. Thank you so much, Julie. Beautiful. All right. Okay, cool. Okay, so now actually I want to encourage you to stay until the end, because I have a super fun surprise bonus coming up for you. So to make sure to watch it all the way until the end. Okay, so I have to zoom out a little bit so you can actually read this. Okay, so actually, just for a little recap, let me repeat again the 4 ingredients you need to create that unshakable confidence that helps you to present your offer in a way that turns your audience into hell yes paying clients. And then we go more into the details. One thing you absolutely need is you have to get into action. You have to show up consistently, right? People need to know what the heck you're offering. People need to know what kind of product they can buy from you or what kind of service you have, because otherwise, how would they even buy from you? Second, very important thing you need to to know is you need to internalize your self-worth. You need to be able and learn to be able to receive more, especially in terms of money and abundance, and you need to learn how to set the right price that you are actually energetically able to receive. Excuse me, still a little bit sick, but I'm getting better. And third ingredient you need to wipe out the self-doubt. You need to learn to present your offer confidently. And fourth ingredient, which is, I feel like, almost the most important one, have a support system, have someone in place who helps you to create 1, 2, 3. And especially because it is shortened the time, it will shorten the time, and it helps you, or this person, the support system, can help you to go into your subconscious mind and do it so much faster than talking therapy or journaling or just saying affirmations to yourself. All right, type a yes into the chat box if that sounds like something you want to create. Let me know. Or drop a comment whenever you're watching the replay. All right. So now, yes, beautiful. Okay, so now we focused on 1 and 2 the other days. So today we are talking about creating confidence. Present your offer confidently. All right. Okay, so now, first of all, let me create a scenario. Let me see if this resonates for you. So I'm wondering, have you ever found yourself sitting down on your desktop, writing a post about your offer or your products? Or this could be also like preparing for, let's say, for a presentation or something in front of a crowd. And then you would sit down, you would prepare the post, or you would prepare the speech. And actually at the end, you want to put in a call to action. You want to tell people, hey, you can actually reach out to me. You can actually buy from me. And then all of a sudden, there's a voice, and that voice creeps in and tells you, oh my God, do people actually want to buy this? What if people don't like that? Is it even worth it to get paid for it? Is it even worth it for people to spend money on that? Is the price too high? Can I even charge that much? And then you find yourself deleting the last sentence of your post, or the sentence, or when you're staying on stage, maybe let's just say you're just talking about it, or if you're just on a podcast, and then you end up not talking about how they can reach out to you, how they can buy from you, and just simply not talk about it at all, right? Or maybe let's say this is maybe something you can also relate to. Let's say someone is asking you, hey, I've heard you have a business. Tell me a little bit about it. What is it that you are selling? And then you start to talk about your product or your offer, your service. And maybe you tell them why you love it. But then all of a sudden, you have a voice creeping in, and you feel like you're starting to get insecure. And these voices are coming into your brain. What are you talking about? Who is this? Like, who needs to know that? Who wants to know this? I don't deserve to be successful with my business. Like, I don't even know if people are interested in that. Oh, I think Natalie get kicked out of the thing, but it's fine. Good to have you back. So, and these voices are creeping in. And then you end up feeling insecure. You end up feeling, oh my gosh, what the fuck am I even talking about? Like, what am I even saying here? Like, I can't do this. What I have to offer is not a much. Who am I? Who am I to be successful in this? And of course, the other person is going to feel that. And they will probably not end up buying anything for you. They will not end up asking for more information. Okay, so now, excuse me, you might wonder, okay, but where is that coming from? Where is that insecurity coming from? These insecurities, these self-doubts, I feel like our whole society is actually carrying them. All of us are actually carrying those wounds and traumas from the past. And usually these voices are coming from either our childhood, it could come from our ancestors, or if you believe in past life, it can also come from past life and it has been passed down to us. Now, the important thing is the trauma that created these self-doubts, it doesn't have to be big. It doesn't have to be, like people would say, it doesn't have to be a trauma with a big T. It doesn't have to be this like huge event where you got traumatized, you know, like let's say you've been in a violating household or something where you got beaten or something. It doesn't have to be that that huge of a trauma. It can be also happen through subtle little experiences you made. Okay, so let's say, for example, like what could happen if it's been a trauma with a big T. Let's say you've lived in a household, in an abusive household where you got screamed at or beaten at. You would constantly being told you are annoying, you are a piece of shit. You would be told it's not okay the way you are. Like, oh my gosh, like even like horrifying things, terrible things like we wish you wouldn't be here or something like that, right? And to hear this, especially as a child, like it creates like very, very deep scars. It creates very, very deep wounds. And it tells us on a deeper level that it's not okay that we're here. It is not okay the way we are. But as I said, like this can also happen, these self-doubts can also happen through smaller events, smaller, like things we don't really realize how this can cause pain for us. For example, especially I feel like in my generation, like we've been raised, like it was called good parenthood, where you would constantly be told to, let's say, to sit still, to not scream, to not make a scene, to not throw your toys, to dress differently. And maybe they would tell us, or our parents would tell us in like a nice way, but at the end, like the scars and the wounds it's great, it's basically the same, because it tells us on a constant level, it is not okay the way you are. You have to change. And that is what leaves us doubting ourselves and our abilities. Okay. Let me know if you can relate in the chat. Just type a yes if you can relate to any of these scenarios I've been describing. I would love to know. And also, of course, if you're watching the replay, type a yes if you can relate to any of these scenarios. Yeah, absolutely. Natalie says, of course I can. Yeah, Julie. Yeah, absolutely. And it always like now that I'm just talking about it, like it really breaks my heart to see that like the things we and you had to go through. Okay. But now we're here to make the change, right? So first of all, sending all the compassion to everyone out there who can relate. Okay. Now, next thing, let me show you how you can overcome these voices. These are like a few little exercises, and then we already diving into our hypnosis process. Okay, so first of all, I want you to recognize when these voices are coming up. These voices are not yours. This is not who you truly are. These voices are just telling you a story. But this is not who you are at the core of your being. I know, especially when, as at the beginning, when we start to pay attention to these voices, they feel like very intertwined in our personality, but this is not who you are. So try to create distance to these voices. Second thing you can do is take a paper and a pen and write down what this voice has to say. Give it room to speak. It is very important that we are stopping to ignore these voices, because it only gets worse. So give it room to speak. Then ask it, what does it want from you? Ask it, what does it need from you? And a lot of the times you will find it actually needs love and acceptance from you. It needs to be heard. Because usually what is actually sitting behind that voice is the little fearful, hurtful, the little you that has been hurt. And it actually just needs to hear from you, I still love you, no matter what others said to you. Then after that, after listening to it and finding out what it needs from you, what you can give to it, give it real life examples why it is not true what it is telling you. Let's say if the voice is telling you, well, you're not good enough, or you're going to fuck up anyways, you can tell it, well, maybe I'm not good enough, but I remember all these situations where I did a lot of good things. Or when it tells you, well, you can't do this, you're going to fuck up. Remember times where you were scared and you did something very successfully. Let's say, like, I don't know why this comes to mind. Like, super easy example, when you've been in school and you thought, oh my God, I'm going to really fuck up in like that exam or something. But then it turned out to be fine. You actually got a good grade. So come up with like real life examples where you actually have evidence that this is not true, what the voice is telling you. All right? Okay, then. I already mentioned that. Step 3, stop to ignore the voices. Start to pretend they're not there, because the problem is when we're trying to tell them to shut up, they're actually not going to go anywhere. It's the same with emotions. When we try to not to feel them, to suppress them, they're not going to go anywhere, and they find a different loophole. Is that the word? They find a different place how they can come out. So it's very important to stop ignoring them and like to see them more as the little hurt person, the little you that has been hurt in the past, and give it compassion and understanding, and also realizing that this is not you, this is not who you are in the core. And last but not least, definitely these type of like voices definitely do require a few hypnosis processes to rewire them and to install new empowering belief systems. There are, of course, multiple processes around it. We are going to do one today together. So it's time for you to get comfy. It's time for you to get comfy and relax. Okay. Beautiful. I'm gonna get comfy too in my chair. Right. Get comfortable in the couch or in the chair, wherever you're sitting on. Maybe you want to put your feet up. And then start to take a deep breath in through your nose. And breathe out through your mouth. And whenever you're ready, allow your eyes to close. Now, I want you to feel into your chest. Feel into your chest and find the heart center that carries all of your emotions. Find that heart center that carries all that heaviness. Now, in a moment, I would love for you to find the door that belongs to that heart center. open up the door. And then when you're opening up the door, feel how it opens up the way to your lungs, to your chest. And then you can start to physically breathe out one emotion after the other. Start to breathe out that heaviness. So take a deep breath through your nose, into the belly, open up the door, and then breathe it out. Allow yourself to feel the despair, the heaviness, the sadness, nervousness, the insecurity. Allow yourself to feel it, open up the door, and breathe it out. Continue to breathe it up and out. Connect to your body, arrive in your body here and now. And give yourself permission to feel and release. Take another deep breath in and let it out. Breathe it up and out. And maybe there are events coming up. Maybe there are thoughts coming up. Take them and breathe them out too. And if there are thoughts trying to distract you, either also breathe them out, send them away into the distance, or you can imagine to put them on a cloud or maybe on a leaf, and then let the wind carry them away into the distance, further and further, until they're becoming super small and disappearing. And then come back to what you're feeling, come back to that heaviness. Start to breathe it up and out. All of it. Allow yourself to feel it. Open up the door, breathe it up and out. And again, deep breath in and out. Maybe there's a color attached to a certain feeling. Maybe there's, I don't know, maybe you're breathing out fire if there's anger. Maybe you're breathing out dust or smoke for the heaviness. Breathe it up and out. Stay open, breathe it out. Breathe out the irritation, breathe out the nervousness, breathe out the fear. Continue to breathe it out until you feel lighter, until you come to neutral. Breathe it out. Another deep breath in, deeper, and allow all the rest to come up and out. Beautiful. Locking that into place. Now, in a moment, find yourself standing in front of an elevator. And that elevator is going to take you all the way down into your subconscious mind. And in a second, you're going to enter that elevator. And when the elevator is about to go down, with each level, you will find yourself sinking deeper and deeper into peace, calm, and relaxation. Now open the door, get into the elevator. And we're starting at level 10. Feel how the elevator is starting to go down. 9. Sinking even deeper and deeper. 8. Relaxing even more. 7. Letting go. 6. Releasing more and more. 5. Inviting peace, calm, and relaxation. 4. Now. 3. Feel how your body gets heavier and heavier. 2. And everything go. 1. Sinking deeper and deeper. And 0 is deeper. Sinking deeper and deeper into peace, calm, and relaxation. Now find yourself arriving deep in your subconscious mind. Level 0. Now get out of the elevator and you see yourself at a corridor or a hallway. Now I want you to start walking all the way down on that hallway until you come to a door that says control room. So start walking. And probably at the end of the hallway, there must be the control room, I'm assuming. And if you can't find it, just ask yourself, where would it be when I knew it would be there? Okay. Now find yourself standing in front of the door. Control room. Get the material of the door, what is around you, and then enter the room. And in case you haven't found the door yet, just imagine that you're finding like this little map on the floor beside your feet. It's actually showing you where it is, and so you can simply follow the instructions and go there and find it. Okay. Now enter the control room. Now look around in that control room. There are a lot of computers, probably, a lot of speakers, maybe a lot of technical equipment. Whatever your mind shows to you, just go with it. Beautiful. Now, I want you to start looking around and finding the speaker or the computer that tells you things like, you can't do this. You're not good enough. You sound stupid. All these voices that are trying to pull you down. All these voices that leaves you in self-doubts. And you can simply start to walk over to the one that is the strongest. Walk over to it. And when you're in front of it, it might be pretty loud. That's what I can hear right now. I don't know from where it's coming. But so now I want you to find the dial or the speaker that is attached to the voice. And I want you to see on a scale from 0 to 10, how loud is that voice? Give you a second to find that. Now I want you to turn the voice all the way down to 0. And you're not only going to turn it all the way down to 0, you're actually going to even change the station, the radio station. You're actually going to change it to an empowering statement. Let's say to a statement that, like, I'm okay the way I am. Or I accept myself. Or it's okay to be on planet Earth. I'm allowed to be here. This kind of like depends a little bit like what kind of voice you are working on, how strong it is. You can, like what I recommend is to, when it's a really, really dark and evil voice, try to replace it with something neutral, where it just simply says, yeah, it's okay. It's okay that I'm here. If it's not too heavy, that would be something I could better say if this would be an individual session, clearly. But if it's something, let's say, I'm not sure if I can do this, you can definitely replace it with something stronger, with something, I am strong enough. I hope this is making sense. So yeah, anyways, so turn all the way down the voice that is trying to hold you down, and then basically switch the radio station and replace it with something empowering, or at least something that gives you a neutral, okay feeling. Beautiful. Then lock these into place. Then go over and go to the next speaker or computer. Find the next voice that is telling you you're not capable of doing something, or that tells you I'm not good enough, or it's not okay the way I am. Go over to that voice. Same procedure here. Find the dial. Turn it all the way down to a 0. And then switch the radio station. Replace it with a more empowering voice. Remember that you are the one who decides what's happening in your body. You are the one in charge. And if there are thoughts trying to distract you, simply, again, set them on a cloud, put them on a leaf, let the wind take it away. And if you feel like you don't have the power to turn it down, ask for help. Ask for, could be like, something comes to mind is like a little mascotchen, like something you can make up, like a little helper. Could be, what comes to mind is like this little dragon sitting on a shoulder and helping you to work on that. So you can create basically a figure that is helping you in this process. And then again, once that is done, lock it into place and move to the next one. Find the next voice that pulls you down. Find a dial again, pull it all the way down to a 0, and then switch the radio station. Give you a few more minutes. And lock them into place too. Beautiful. Now let's lock all the new beliefs, all the new voices you've just installed. Lock them into place. Lock them deep into your subconscious mind so that you have them whenever you need them. Take a deep cleansing breath through your nose. In a moment, I'm going to count you up, and you're going to feel super good. You'll be so proud of yourself for have taken the time, for have taken the steps to work on these beliefs. 1, take in a nice deep cleansing breath. 2, come back to the body, back to the room. 3, wonderful sense of well-being. 4, even more alert. And 5, eyes open, wide awake and alert. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, eyes open, wide awake and alert. Let me know in the chat box when you are back. And let me know how that was for you. Were you able to follow along? Let me know when you are back. Let me know in the comments when you're watching the replay that you are back. Okay, Julie is back. Natalie, did you fall asleep? Or are you still there? Is Natalie still there? No, not sleeping. Okay, very good. How did you like it? Did you two have, was it better to focus today? Let me know. How are you feeling now? I'll give it a second. We're writing. Let me know how. Oh, I lost Wi-Fi connection a few times. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, definitely Yeah, watch the replay for this part so you can listen to it in the whole process. How are you feeling, Julie? Yes, absolutely. It's better to watch it as a whole. I'm sorry about that. I kept having the distractions. I kept sending Flossie away on a cloud, but he kept coming back through my door and followed me to the elevator. Okay, but it's very good. Like when you are implementing that, like sending it away on a cloud, that actually helps. Like sometimes it's just a little bit of a training. So I'm pretty sure next time it will be even better. And it's very good that you still were able to still go through the process and you're still getting a lot of benefits out of that, even though if they're and Dr. Fossey would try to distract you. It definitely gives you still a lot of benefits because you were able to still go with the process. And you said, yeah, because you went still to the elevator and to the room. So either way, very good job for doing that. And of course, like as I said, sometimes okay, so you left him in the elevator and went down the hallway myself. Okay, beautiful. Yes, very good. Yeah, we need to have our own little techniques and tricks. But very good. You just locked him in the elevator, like, nope, you're not coming with me. Very, very good. Yep, beautiful. Very good job, everyone. And yeah, definitely. If there was too much like for Natalie, you can just simply catch the replay and have this part listen to it in the whole thing. All right, so let me introduce you to Lisa, one of my wonderful clients, a super sweet soul. So I remember when we met, she actually carried a lot of self-doubts. She had a lot of voices telling you, can I really do this? Am I strong enough? Can I really make a living? She was super afraid of failing in her business, and she wasn't sure if she would ever be able to simply rely on the income of her own business. She was also super afraid of raising her prices. And at the same time, because she was doubting herself that much, she would be there for her clients 24/7. I'm not even kidding. Like she took off 6 weekends or so in a year. I was like, oh my God. So all these self-doubts led to her being constantly available for her clients while actually charging like the lowest amount of money, the smallest amount of money in her business. When she came to me, we started to work on her relationship with money. We released all the limiting beliefs around making money. We worked on the voices telling her that she is not good enough or leaving her doubting herself. We worked on these limiting beliefs and on the self-doubts. And after working together, she felt super confident again. She started to really believe in the success of her business again. She felt she felt so much lighter. And as she started to feel that confident about herself and about the value she's actually offering in her service, she felt comfortable enough to raise her prices. And she did that. And all of her current clients easily, I think she has, I don't know, over 100 clients. All of her current clients easily accepted her new prices, and she actually also signed new ones. So by actually working on that confidence, like as she regained the confidence in herself, she also felt confident enough in her business, in her ability, that she's going to rock this thing and that she's going to make enough money. She actually find the courage to quit her side job and to rely on her business. And actually, she's finding now herself working less than before. And I have a feeling she's going to have a really, really huge income year next year. And we are just 8 sessions in, but the amount of changes she made in those 8 sessions we had so far were absolutely incredible. Okay, so let me do a little bit of a recap before we go any further. So let me summarize for you all the powerful tools you picked up today. So you've learned today how you can overcome the voices leaving you in self-doubts. I've shown you multiple small exercises, but also with one of my processes, how you can overcome them and actually install new empowering beliefs. You've learned the reason for your self-doubts. Why are they actually there? You've learned how you can present your offer with so much confidence, or like what you can basically do to create that confidence again, that lets you present your offer in a way that makes people excited to buy from you. And you've learned how you can work with your subconscious mind in order to create and install unshakable confidence. And before, because we are coming here too. Before we go any further, let me also just quickly summarize to you again what you've learned in the past 2 days. You've learned the 4 ingredients you need to have in place to create that unshakable confidence that basically sells. You've learned why working with the subconscious mind is absolutely important in order to attract dream clients and easy sales, and basically, most of all, simply to create and have a successful business. You've learned how important it is and how you can actually raise your sense of self-worth and how you can set the right price. You've learned how you can overcome procrastination and perfectionism, the reason for it, and how you can actually use fear for your advantage. All right, so type a yes into the chat box if you are willing to continue working on these fears that had lead you to procrastinating. Are you ready to continue working on these fears? Type a yes into the chat box. Also type a yes into the chat box if you would like to continue turning down the voices telling you you can't do this and replace them by self-empowering beliefs. Type a yes for that in the chat box. And also type a yes into the chat box if you want to increase your receiving centers and if you want to get finally compensated for the amazing work you are doing. Type a yes for that too. Or thumbs up is fine too. Upsala. Okay, beautiful. So now, remember, when you start to work on these limiting beliefs and you start to work on these fears, doing so is absolutely going to get you into action mode. It lets you show up consistently. It will increase your sense of self-worth and lets you set the right price. It's going to increase also your confidence that allows you to talk about your offer in a manner that attracts dream clients. All right, so I know all the things we've talked about in the last 3 days are exciting. You've learned a lot of stuff, but of course, this is just part way to the entire transformation, right? Like when I'm working with my clients, we usually have like a 3-month working period where we are having sessions each week together. We've already come a long way, but of course you still need to continue to work on your relationship with money. You still need to continue to release the limiting beliefs you have around money, or that stops and blocks you from increasing your income. And we still need to work on overcoming all the fears that you can show up consistently. You still need to learn how to receive more in order to increase your income. You still need to increase your receiving centers, right? You still need to learn how to set the right price so that you are getting ready to get paid handsomely. And you still need to learn how to connect to your inner guidance system, how you can actually use it, aka your intuition, so that you know the steps you have to take in order to make your next sale. And you also still need to learn how to remove all your limiting beliefs so that you can become 100% confident and present your offer in a way that attracts dream clients. So the choice is definitely yours. The choice is yours. You can try and continue to do this on your own, right? We know, like, you can take a look at your life and you can see, okay, this has gotten me so far. We know that, right? And we've already, as I said, we have accomplished a lot in the last 3 days, more than a lot of people are doing by themselves in a month. That is for sure. We definitely already shortened time a lot, especially because we also did 2 hypnosis processes. And you can also now choose if you want to continue and if you want to get the help in order to shorten that time drastically and circumvent all the challenges and hours and mistakes you would do by yourself. How does it sound for you? Let me know in the chat. I hope Natalie is still there. Or I don't know if she's getting kicked out of her. If she is getting kicked out of her Wi-Fi. All right, so now you need to see if you continue to work constantly, consistently on these beliefs, on the things I just mentioned, your life can look completely different. You can start to show up consistently on social media right away. It doesn't have to take another half year. You can start to talk about it daily, about your offer, so that people can find you instead of continuing to procrastinate and nobody even knows how they can buy from you. You can internalize how valuable your skills are, and you can learn to start charging the right price now instead of trying to figure it out and trying to overcome the money blocks and not getting paid for another month, for another half year or year. You can also start now to create that unshakable confidence that leads to attracting soulmate clients instead of continuing doubting yourself and trying to create an offer and then still not talking about it. All right. And as I talked about you today, I have something coming up for you. So now I actually do have all of these steps and all the things I just talked about and the things we scratched the surface and started to work on. You can get support for all of these things in my program. It's called the Abundant and Confident Soulpreneur. I mentioned it yesterday already. In the program, you are going to learn to get into action mode to show up consistently so that people know about your service and offer. You would learn to create that confidence that attracts dream clients. And you would learn to heal your relationship with money, raise that sense of self-worth so that you can get paid handsomely. Because that's the ultimate truth why you actually started your business. That's the ultimate truth why we're here, right? Okay, so now let me tell you what else you are going to learn. You're also going to release the root causes of procrastination and perfectionism and overcome self-sabotaging behavior. You would learn to honor your energy and time again so that you can finally get compensated for the hard work you're doing. And you would learn to erase self-doubts and imposter syndrome, like how we already started doing it today, so that you can become so confident in your abilities and skills. And you would learn to open up for financial abundance and raise your sense of self-worth and start to get paid handsomely. All right. So now let me tell you, for who is this? Is this the right fit for you or not? Let's see. Okay, so this program is for you if you are an entrepreneur who already has a business, or like it can be either on the side or you just getting started, or it could be also for you if you are someone who has a passion and you want to turn that passion into a business. This program is for you if you want to believe in your skills again, so that you can talk about them confidently on a sales call, for example, or on social media when you're doing a live, or even if you're just doing it in person, so that people are getting excited to work with you or to buy your products. This is for you if you finally want to get into consistent action, so that you know what things you have to do, what kind of steps you have to do, let's say, what kind of marketing strategy you have to choose. And while doing that, you're actually able to attract your next clients. And this is also for you if you really want to start to see and feel the value of the gifts you're having and the products, and send out that energy so that people are willing to pay you no matter what you're asking, because you know deep inside you there's not enough money in this world out there to actually get paid for what you have to offer. And that's absolutely something I 100% believe in that. Okay, so who is this not for? So maybe you want to know that too. So this is not for you if you are not ready to do the deep inner work, if you are not ready to look at the root causes that is creating that fear or behavior, and if you are not ready to install new empowering belief systems. This is not for you if you're just looking for a quick fix and not a long-term sustainable solution. And this is also not for you if you're looking for someone to mama you, and if you don't want to be responsible for your own progress and your own results. Okay. So now, hold on. So you might wonder, okay, so how is this going to benefit me? How is this going to help me? Let me tell you. So I can promise you that you will definitely pick up the tools and learn the tools that you can use for the rest of your life to overcome fears and release your limiting beliefs. You will learn how to handle your mental blockages. And as I said, installing new empowering ones, because remember, everything starts with the mind. Everything you experience and see and feel and hear in your current life right now comes from the mind. So it's about going to the root cause and to change that. Okay, Julie, I have to head out soon and get my son from school. Yes, absolutely. It was so amazing to have you here, Julie. See you soon. Bye-bye. So now you're also going to learn the tools that will lead to making the right choices, to know what kind of choices you have to make, the next steps you have to take in order to sign your next clients. And to be honest, these tools will help you. Oh, there's a spelling mistake, but that's fine. These tools will help you to attract clients and sales more easily. It will help you to hit your next level of income faster and work less while making more money. And to be honest, like as I'm working with multiple clients in this coaching container, I do realize how big the effect is also in their private life. Like they're starting to use their time more efficiently. They're starting to attract soulmate friends. They're attracting the right partner, and they really start to create more bliss and abundance in their private life too. So this is not just, honestly, these tools are not just working for your business. This is actually much more about your entire life. Okay, so now you might want to know, what is it actually that you're getting? What the hell am I getting in this program? So it is, as I said, a 3-month program. You are getting weekly personalized one-on-one sessions They're usually 90 minutes long. So we would have each week a session together, private, you and me. You'll get Messenger or WhatsApp support Monday through Friday. So whenever you have questions in between our sessions, you can always ask them. You get the recordings from all the sessions, so you can re-listen to the hypnosis processes and the things we discussed. You have an accountability check-in on Mondays. You're receiving weekly journal prompts. Like all of my private clients, they're getting weekly journal prompts specifically to the things we discussed in our session. And you're also getting homework. All right, so if that already sounds interesting for you, drop a heart into the chat box, or if you're watching the replay, just drop a heart below in the comments, and I'm going to reach out to you with more details. But if this is already exciting to you, just let me know. By dropping a heart, raising a hand. All right, so now, usually I am selling this for $2,099, basically $3,000 total. But I have an excitement surprise bonus for you guys just for this event. I'm getting you, or you get $500 off if you are taking any action until Saturday. If you say yes to it until Saturday, we can figure out the details after. But if you're getting into action until Saturday, you get $500 off. And on top of that, you are actually getting the bonuses. Your irresistible offer, it's the masterclass with Natasha, where you learn about mastering your messaging. You get access to my group program, The Confident Soulpreneur, and you also get a timeline therapy recording to clear out any limiting beliefs. So now let me summarize this for you one more time. So you get weekly personalized one-on-one sessions. So it's 12 sessions in total. You get Messenger or WhatsApp support Monday through Friday. You get recordings from all of the sessions. You get the accountability check-in on Mondays. You get weekly journal prompts. And you also get homework. And on top of that, you're also getting the irresistible offer, the masterclass with Natasha. You get access to my group program, The Confident Soulpreneur, which is actually another 8 recorded sessions with hypnosis processes that you can watch over and over again. And you're also getting a timeline therapy recording to clear out any limiting beliefs. Hi, Natalie. Welcome back. I know your Wi-Fi seems to be a little bit off, but great to have you back. We're almost done anyways. So yeah, so as I said, like these are the things you're getting in the program. It's a 3-month program. And if you say yes to it, you can get it, the total investment, for $2,499. I also do have payment plan options available. If that is something you would need, just simply let me know. We can talk about it. We can figure it out. Most important, it is that you are dedicated to it. And I already mentioned it yesterday that I have 3 spots available, but one spot already got taken from one of my private clients. She said, oh my God, I want to save my spot. I want to continue. Please save me a spot. So one spot is already taken. So I have 2 spots left for that private coaching container, the Abundant and Confident Soulpreneur. And I honestly absolutely don't know when these 2 spots are gone, when I will open this program again, and when I will offer that private access to me. again, I have a strong feeling I'm pivoting to group coaching afterwards, and much less or none one-on-one coaching at all anymore. If you guys, do you have any questions so far? Let me know in the chat box or drop it in the comments below. Is there anything you would love to know? Is there anything you would like to share? First of all, did you have fun in today's session, and hopefully some fun in the last 3 days? Let me know. Yes, okay, beautiful. Makes me happy to hear. Definitely let me know also in the comments if you had fun. And besides that, as I said, if this sounds interesting for you, drop a heart in the chat or in the comments, and I'm happy to reach out to you. I can give you more details. We can hop on a call and talk about it in more details. And you can simply find out if that is something for you. If you don't have any questions left or any comments, things to share, this would be the end for today. We are at the end. Thank you, everyone, so much for being here, either live with me here on Zoom. Thank you so much for taking the time and watching the replay. This means a lot. Let me know what you got out of the last 3 days. I would love to know. Maybe you can share it with me, privately message me, or in the comments. But besides that, I'm super grateful to be able to have done this. I've never done this in this manner before, so this was definitely something new for me too. Thank you so much for being here, for taking the time. I really appreciate you, and I'm looking forward to connect with you. If there's nothing left to say, I wish you a wonderful rest of your day. I'll see you soon. Bye bye.